Today the world is using a connotation here, saying that they are celebrating a Valentine's Day, which means people have to specify whom they love more, or people have to specify sending gifts and thanks to somebody that they say they love. But here we are as children of God, realizing and understanding that the only love that is given to us is the love of God. The greatest love that is given to us is the love of God. And the way we ought to express that love is to love one another, is to love the brethren, is to love our brothers and sisters. As we do that, it meant that our love life towards God is getting value added to it every day. Give the Lord the glory, somebody. So as God specified the way we have to love one another, today we are going to evaluate our love life towards one another. We are going to evaluate our love life between a husband and a wife. We are going to evaluate our love life between brothers and sisters. We are going to evaluate our love life between auntie, nephews, nieces, uncles, anyone that you find in your family genealogy. You are going to see them today when you live here. Evaluate your love towards them. If you are able to call them, if you are able to repent within them, if you are able to forgive them, if you are able to call them and find out how they are doing, just go ahead, tell them that you love them with the love of God, that everything that they have done to you, you have forgiven them and you have forsaken it. You're picking up a new list of life so that God can give you the ability and enabling grace to go to the next level. Because if you do not express your love to your family, express your forgiveness to your family members, express your forgiveness to anyone that hurt you or you hurt, then you are not adding value to the love God is commanding. So today is an opportunity that is given that you and I can take a stock of our love life towards one another, of our love life towards the way we look at one another, of our love life towards the way we love God. And today, as you do that, a brighter countenance is going to come upon you. A new light will shine towards you. A new mercy will come towards you. And God will make a way for you where there seems to be no way. Give the Lord the glory. He's doing something in your life right now. Love is the greatest, highest maturity of a sacrifice. Love is the greatest sacrifice given in the face of the earth. It is not possible for God to say he loves you if he cannot restore you from wherever you were or you are that is not of him. God saying that he loves you and I is an indication that he has the power to take care of you and I. So when God says he loves you, he gives you the ability to actually see that indeed he loves you. He loved you, so he gave you life. He loved you, so he gave you salvation. He loved you, so the sun is shining upon you. He loved you, so he went ahead and made a way for you where there seems to be no way. He loved you, then he gave you the five senses to know that you are human and that you have a will, but your will and my will have to be yielded to the will of God. Somebody give him the glory for his will over your will tonight. Give him the glory for your will, yielded unto his will. Tell somebody, my will is yielding to the will of God. As I'm listening to the voice of the man of God, because our God have declared that he loves me. Give him the glory. He loves you. 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 Somebody have God given to you and I a new commandment. Have God given to you and I that we should love one another. A commandment is different from asking somebody to do something. Are we together? A commandment is different from you asking a child, go and fetch water. A commandment is different from asking a child, after you finish eating, make sure you wash the dishes. A commandment is different from asking a child, when you wake up in the morning, make sure you greet your father and mother. But God is saying, a new commandment have I given unto unto you. Why would God call it a commandment? God calls it a commandment because God is a king and a king of kings. In any country that is run by a king, the king does not ask any of his subjects to do anything for him. A king always and have to give a command, and things are carried in an appropriate order for him. You will never see any king ask you to do anything. So because God is a king, he is commanding you that you love one another. Because God is a king, he is commanding you that you evaluate your love life in the mix of your family. God is commanding you that you and I evaluate our life, how much we love him. And as you evaluate your life based on that command, that you are subjected to do it, you are not being asked to do it, then you and I have to evaluate strongly whether we are in the love of God. Ask somebody, are you in the love of God? Ask somebody else, are you in the love of God? Tell somebody, if you are in the love of God, prove it this year, and you will see windows of heaven remaining permanent open in your life. Give the Lord the glory, 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 give the Lord the glory. So how is that love working within you when something can happen in your life, or somebody did something to you, and instead of you forgiving, you keep on holding grudges against that person? How does that love work within you when you have a quarrel with your husband or wife, as you are married? Instead of you forgiving, you go back 20 years ago to dig out stuff that have already been buried. When can you leave a man or a woman that you say you love and lust after another woman or lust after another man? How does that love work within you when you can open your mouth and tell somebody, I love you, and that person intends a good relationship towards you, and you turn around and stab them, take advantage of them, dog them out, and leave them behind? Wow. How does that love work within you? When somebody can stand here and read the scriptures to us about Malachi chapter 10 verses 8, 9 and 10, talking about giving, tithing. How does that love work within you? When you can listen to God's commandment that you should sow a seed and pay tithe so that the church can go to the next level, and yet you don't see yourself fulfilling that obligation. How does that love work within you and I when we hear something about somebody and we just run into a conclusion, and every day we see that person, we look at them, oh, that brother is this, that brother is that. How does it work within you? How does that love work within you and I when we can say yes to something today and tomorrow we say no to it? So today the world can celebrate their Valentine's Day as much as they want to celebrate it, but we are going to celebrate this re-evaluating our relationship with one another, our relationship with husbands, relationship with wives, relationship between fathers and mothers, mothers and children, fathers and children, relationship between you and your siblings. I was counseling somebody, and this lady was so My note to tell me that, you know what, she's not going to forgive her sister because of what the sister did to her. And God prompted me to ask a question. How long did your sister did that to you? She said a couple years ago. And I said, and you're still bearing grudges? That God is giving me a prophecy to give to you that you should go and tell your sister that have cancer, about to die. That I am telling you that if she can rise up and anoint herself, she is going to live again. And the lady found it difficult to accept within my conversation that she will go and do that and forgive and let go and talk to the sister. Oh my goodness. But when the sister dies, then she can stand and cry and yell. But as I'm talking to you, the woman is still alive. Because when a case is very severe and serious, I don't take it for granted. I followed up and I impressed on her. She went ahead and did it. She forgave and she let go. And the sister now is worshiping God in Africa. And I saw her when I traveled. Can we give the Lord the glory, somebody? And I'm so strong to remember this because last week a family came to me for counseling. And I was counseling them. God is so powerful